Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Monday Night Raw. Tonight we are coming to you live from St. Petersburg, Florida, and we should be in for one hell of a show. Kicking it off tonight, we will have The Shield, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins mixing it up once again with the Gentlemen's Club. Now, if you remember last week, Roman Reigns had a one-on-one match with Lars Sullivan, and a very surprising outcome to that match, I should say. Lars Sullivan, fairly new here on the scene to Raw, but he was able to overcome Roman Reigns. Now, he couldn't pick up the pinfall or submission victory, but he was able to lure Roman to the outside, and things got a little chaotic out there, but Lars was able to make it back in there right before the 10 count, and Roman Reigns got the count-out loss. And I'm sure that's been eating away at him all week, knowing Roman. So tonight, the Shield is looking for a little bit of retribution here on the Gentlemen's Club, as the wrestling world has been just talking about that huge upset, huge, shocking win for the Gentlemen's Club last week. And these guys, again, in my eyes, I don't know how much of an upset it really was. Of course it was an upset, with Roman Reigns being one of the most established stars here in the WWE, but again, Lars Sullivan, don't sleep on him. I mean, he is a legitimate monster. He's a beast. He's very well capable of handling himself in the ring. As Aiden English and Jack Gallagher obviously are as well. Two very good wrestlers, two very smart gentlemen. And that's the thing that makes this club so dangerous, is just the mix of brain and bronze on this, between these three guys. It's very reminiscent of the Shield, actually. But here we go. Dean Ambrose starting it out with Aiden English here. And Ambrose has got him locked up in the corner. And quite a shock. Aiden English with a clean break. I guess he is a gentleman after all. All three of these guys mold themselves in that Englishman, the gentleman image. But the Shield sees right through these guys. They really think they're just they'll stab you in the back right in front of your face, basically, and the Shield knows that. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose looking again to pick up some retribution here for last week. The Shield's kind of been on a downslide lately, recently losing out on the tag team championship opportunity to the Family, who was obviously able to capitalize and pick up the titles, but that could have been the Shield, The Shield was definitely in line for a tag team championship shot, and the Family took it away and capitalized. Good for them, but the Shield needs to refocus and move on now. Again, all three members of the Shield were participants in the 2018 Royal Rumble a few weeks ago, and again, you have three guys in there that have a chance of winning it, and none of them walk away with the victory. I mean, none of them were even the last man in the ring, really. They weren't even really part of the mix-up. They just, Roman Reigns was in there, and that's how this all started. Roman Reigns was in there, and then he was kind of running things, and until he ran into the Leviathan known as Lars Sullivan, who was able to toss Roman Reigns out of there. Again, Reigns was a heavy favorite, and Lars was able to eliminate him along with Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode in a very impressive showing by Lars Sullivan. Speaking of Lars Sullivan there, Seth Rollins knows he's right behind him. Got to get in the ring and make the tag to Dean Ambrose. And I'm curious to see how Roman Reigns is going to react. Again, social media has been blowing up all week regarding the upset of the Gentlemen's Club over the Shield last week. Again, who would have thought Lars Sullivan picks up the victory over Roman Reigns, but by any means necessary, he definitely did. Count-out victory, still a victory, still a W. Jack Gallagher gets a big Russian leg sweep there as Lars Sullivan jumps up on the apron, and he's eager to get involved, but he's not officially part of this match tonight, nor is Roman Reigns. This is a 2-on-2 tag team match. Dean Ambrose with big reverse DDT there. He got Looks like it caught him by surprise, but man, he was ready for Aiden English when he got in there. Big right hand lays Aiden out. But Aiden with a nice counter and a fireman's carry, able to regain control over Ambrose here just like that. And again, I use the phrase, don't sleep on the Gentleman's Club. Do not count any of these three guys out. They're all very capable in that ring between the ropes. As is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. We definitely have established that over the years. Big headbutt by Ambrose, and he's trying to build some momentum here. Big double axe handle. Aiden English might be in trouble early. He caught the leg. He caught the leg there. And again, Aiden English is one of the smartest men we have here on the roster, and that serves him well. Jack Gallagher coming in here under the tutelage of Aiden English, and these guys just seem to go together. They seem like they're cut from the same mold, and again, that gentleman, that proper, image that they try to uphold. But of course, we know they'll take any shortcuts they can get their hands on. That's for sure. Any opportunity that comes up, these guys are definitely going to take it. Dean Ambrose looking for that lunatic fringe elbow off the top. Catches Jack Gallagher, calling for the end. This could be it. Dean Ambrose hits this dirty deeds. This might be over already. Oh, looks like a collision off the ropes there. Ambrose rolls Gallagher up into that schoolboy, and here we go. That's the setup for the dirty deeds. This one could be over. We got one. Oh, Aiden English was right there, able to break it up in time. He also caught a piece of Seth Rollins, who had to roll out. Dean's left stranded on an island here against two men. And again, Jack Gallagher, with the help of Aiden English, able to regain control over Ambrose here. And I don't see a partner for him to tag to. Ambrose in a little bit of trouble there, getting slammed around in the corner. But again, I mean, I'm sure the Shield's, they're a little rocked right now. Again, they've kind of been on a losing slide here, but Ambrose able to kick out. I'm sure they'll get their stuff back together. We'll have to see. Again, I mean, last week was quite the shock, but I don't know. Dean Ambrose able to slide to the outside. Looks like he needs to regroup. Seth Rollins is still out from that shot he took earlier. Roman Reigns steps aside and lets Dean handle his business, and now Jack Gallagher is in a dangerous foreign territory over here, surrounded by the Shield. Ambrose has got him up on his shoulders, looking to plant him down on that barricade in a very, very unforgiving manner. Might need to change the name of the club to the Gentlewoman's Club, I guess. Poor Jack Gallagher. Oh, Aiden English just took a shot there. And Seth Rollins clears the ring. Lars Sullivan can't be happy about that. Again, the more damage that Rollins and Ambrose do to Aiden English and Jack Gallagher here tonight, I'm sure it's just more fuel on the fire of Lars Sullivan. I don't know if that's a guy that can really be controlled. I mean, he's been hanging around the Gentleman's Club there. He's officially part of the Gentleman's Club, but again, he seems like a lone wolf type. Oh, a big ripcord knee to Jack Gallagher. Aiden English coming in for the save, though. He's got that quickness. He was able to cover most of the ring there and get to the corner and able to break up that pin in time. Lars Sullivan's got Seth Rollins distracted, so hey, why not? Dean Ambrose, the crazy bastard that he is, jumps in the ring illegally, tries to take on Jack Gallagher, but looks like that was a bad idea. So we got Aiden English and Dean Ambrose rolling out to the outside. This has basically turned into a one-on-one match for now. Seth Rollins hits the going for the curb stomp on Jack Gallagher, and that is it. And the Shield. Wait a minute, Lars has the ref distracted. Ref, what are you doing? Seth Rollins is trying to pin Jack Gallagher. The ref is not even having it. Here we go. 1, 2. Whoa! Jack Gallagher. Wow. Had the referee been paying attention, I think this match would have been over right there, but again, that's the craftiness of the Gentleman's Club. Aiden English was down. Jack Gallagher just got hit with the curb stomp, but Lars Sullivan was still able to provide the distraction. Huge headbutt by Gallagher there to Rollins, just rocked his world. And we got a guillotine choke. Gallagher rolls into a dangerous guillotine choke, and Lars Sullivan throws a chair in the ring for whatever reason. Again, this guy, he kind of seems like he's a little unstable himself. Talk about Dean Ambrose being a lunatic, but Aiden English going for a cover on Rollins. But again, Lars has the referee distracted. This guy, I don't think he's content just being on the outside. He wants to be part of the action. English misses with a big swanton bomb. Oh, shooting star press, standing variety there from Seth Rollins, who's going up to the top. And a Phoenix splash misses as Aiden English is able to get out of the way. And this match has been back and forth. I wouldn't say that either team has really had a clear-cut advantage here. Rollins fighting back now. And a big knee strike to Aiden English. And if the Shield can get some momentum here, I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop them, including the Gentleman's Club. Rollins flips Aiden English over. Wow, what an original move that was. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Rollins is firmly in control now. And again, like I said, if the Shield gets that full control, English is crawling over there. Oh, he's able to get the tag. Rollins was trying to stop him from getting the tag, but he makes a tag himself, and we got fresh people in there now. Two fresh men in the ring, Dean Ambrose and Jack Gallagher. And again, Dean Ambrose is calling for the finish. He wants to put this match away. I mean, and again, I'm kind of surprised at the Gentleman's Club here. They're really they're going toe-to-toe with the Shield on every step. Another lunatic fringe elbow to Jack Gallagher. Dean Ambrose is going to set up that Dirty Deeds. Double arm, and boom, that's it. Call it a day. Jack Gallagher is busted open, but he's still able to grab the rope. This match will continue. Wow. Ambrose just caught him with a huge boot to the face there, as if he wasn't busted open bad enough. Jack Gallagher's in a lot of trouble here. He's over there in the corner of the Shield, bleeding profusely out of the forehead. Somehow he had the wherewithal to grab that rope after the Dirty Deeds. And as I was saying, it seems that seems to me the Gentleman's Club is able to keep up with the Shield, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, up until then. Ripcord knee strike. Ambrose is in there preventing Aiden English from making the pin. But the referee's just, what the hell are you doing? The referee stopped mid-count because Lars Sullivan was up on the ring. This is getting ridiculous now. Seth Rollins is going to take advantage of that distraction with a curb stomp. Aiden English pulls Dean Ambrose into the ring. Seth Rollins hits a curb stomp. Jack Gallagher is a bloody mess. English able to separate there, create some room, and dizzy that Seth Rollins for a minute. Jack Gallagher is still out. Rollins is going for the cover. One, and Aiden English breaks it up to save the Gentleman's Club here. Rollins covering again. 1, 2, and oh! Aiden English able to break it up one more time. It seems no matter what they do, the Shield is not able to pick up a win. 1, 2, 3, and Rollins, there you go. Rollins had enough. Jack Gallagher was out cold. And Seth Rollins just had to fight off Aiden English for a little while there. But the Shield, I mean, by a hair, really, they pick up a victory over the Gentleman's Club. I would not consider that a real convincing victory. Honestly, I think they really got away with this one by the skin of their teeth. And again, I'm surprised to say that. Look at Jack Gallagher's face. My God, he's out cold. But the Shield walks away with a victory over the Gentleman's Club. Again, a little bit of retribution from last week. But from what I'm seeing here, this is starting to develop into quite the rivalry. The Gentleman's Club is definitely keeping up every step of the way with the Shield. Big win tonight for the Shield. Ladies and gentlemen, will we see these two teams go at it again? I'd like to see that. But up next, the number one contendership for the Women's Championship will continue as Ember Moon takes on Natalya. We'll be right back. Welcome back once again to Monday Night Raw, live from St. Petersburg, Florida, as we get ready to get into another match in the first round of the Raw Women's Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. You see the arrival of Ember Moon, the War Goddess herself. Look at those eyes. Tell me she's not ready for this match. She'll be taking on Natalya tonight. Again, this is the first round of the tournament to crown a new #1 contender to Alexa Bliss's Raw Women's Championship. As we already know, Nikki Bella has advanced and with a win over Ruby Riott last week. And Carmella also will advance to the second round as she was able to topple Becky Lynch once again. Natalya, the Queen of Hearts, making her way down to the ring here, and I'm sure she's ready to reclaim her spot at the top of the women's division. She's been out of the picture here for a while, but lately her and Mickey have been teaming up a little bit here and there, but she really hasn't had a lot of success the last few months. They had their sights set on Becky Lynch there, but Becky actually has signed a new contract with SmackDown this week, so we lost Becky this week, but that's okay. We definitely have enough talent in the women's division to stay relevant. Did you see the likes of Ember Moon? Bang! Man, you see what she can do there. Woo! They don't call her War Goddess for nothing. This girl is a beast in every sense of the word. You talk about capable between those ropes. Ember Moon, absolutely. I mean, fairly newcomer here on Raw. She was down in NXT for a while, and you know, we all know she was able to capture that NXT Women's Championship. But since being called up to Raw, she really hasn't had a lot of opportunity to prove herself. So this women's tournament here should be a good chance for her to really put her names in the rankings. And I don't know if anybody's really expecting her to win at all, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. She got quite the test here in Natalya, one of the more experienced female wrestlers on the roster. Natalya's got to get going here if she wants to make a comeback in this match. Ember Moon with a big Hurricane Rana off the ropes. Natalya's got to get moving here. She came out of the gate a little slow and doesn't look like she's been able to recover. Man, big knee to the face. That's going to rearrange some features. Ember Moon lifts her up now. Sends her to the corner, but Natty's able to reverse it. And Natalya climbs up there. She's going to deliver those punches. Ember Moon not having any of it. Shoves Natalya all the way across the ring. That's the thing about Ember Moon that makes her dangerous. Not only is she agile, but she's extremely powerful. She's going up to the top now. She may be looking for that Eclipse. One of the most devastating moves in the WWE, whether it be male or female. It's rotating stunner off the top. And there it is! Holy cow, she hit the Eclipse. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. Wow, and just like that. Ember Moon. That's how devastating that Eclipse maneuver is. I mean, that was a fairly quick match, I think. And against Natalya, again, one of the more experienced, accomplished veterans on the women's roster. Ember Moon making her look foolish tonight. More importantly, Ember Moon advances in the second round of the tournament. She'll be taking on Carmella next week. That ought to be a hell of a match. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to join us. We'll be right back after this break. And welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us live from St. Petersburg, Florida, as we see the phenomenal AJ Styles making his way out right now. AJ will be in action tonight against Drew McIntyre. Recently, AJ's been having his fair share of problems, though, over the course of the last month or so. Last month, he had quite a number of just spectacular matches against the Viper, Randy Orton. And that rivalry kind of got a little bit out of hand. It was starting to come to a head there at Royal Rumble, but as we all know on the Royal Rumble pre-show, Randy Orton took it upon himself to go outside the boundary lines of WWE and really of society. I mean, and he's been suspended, rightfully so. Randy Orton is currently suspended indefinitely. We do not know how long he's going to be out, so right now AJ's looking to refocus himself and reposition himself and get his sights focused back on the Universal Championship, and his journey begins again tonight with Drew McIntyre. And I do believe this is a fitting match for both competitors. Drew McIntyre has been struggling a little bit here lately as well. He's been chasing after that Intercontinental Championship and unable to defeat Aleister Black in that Extreme Rules match at Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre, this is the first time we've seen him since then, as he was beaten pretty brutally. I do have to say, it was a hell of a match. Both competitors really took it to the house, but Drew McIntyre coming up worse for the wear. And as we all know, Aleister Black walked on with the Intercontinental Championship in hand. He will take that Intercontinental Championship into the Elimination Chamber, actually, and defend it, hopefully. We'll see. Everything goes okay, but here we go. AJ Styles starting things out with a big backbreaker on Drew McIntyre. And again, Drew looks like he's showing a considerable amount of pain. You got to wonder if he was ready to come back yet. I mean, it's only been, what, 3 weeks now since the Royal Rumble, and that's not a whole lot of time for your body to heal up after what he went through. He's using the ropes to get up. Drew's moving slowly here. I don't know if he was, if it was the smartest decision in the world for him to come back so early. He's having some trouble there on the outside with his sternum. He's grabbing his back earlier. AJ Plancha, oh, but Drew able to slide back in the ring. And AJ now holding his ribs, and he's not at 100% either. Don't let him fool you. I mean, these guys, they're all warriors, they're all competitors, but it's very rare that they get to walk in there at 100% health. Again, AJ and Randy Orton had some of the most hellacious battles I've ever seen. Very entertaining for the fans, but very concerning for the superstars involved, I should say. AJ now. Oh my God, a huge brainbuster on the steel of the ramp. And again, that's not going to help anybody's health. Drew McIntyre is slow to get up here at a 7 count. He's making his way back in. I think he's going to make the 10 count, but again, you got to wonder if that's wise. AJ with a beautiful Japanese arm drag off the ropes there. Able to maintain the control. Drew McIntyre is obviously going to have the strength and size advantage. And right there, you see a great example. Holy crap, he just threw AJ Styles across the ring with that beautiful belly-to-belly. Drew McIntyre, oh, he had control there for a second, but AJ again with another arm drag. AJ's got that quickness. AJ with that big neck breaker. Fireman's carry slam into a neck breaker. Looks like he could be setting him up for that phenomenal forearm. Drew's still slow to get up. Boom! There it is. AJ Styles hits the phenomenal forearm. And he's going for the cover. That could be it. 1, 2. Oh, Drew's able to kick out. Drew McIntyre's got that fighting Scotsman spirit. Never give up. He's never out of it. He is the true definition of a warrior. If he can turn this around and pick up a victory over AJ Styles, that would be enormous for Drew McIntyre right now. Especially after everything he's been through the last month. AJ goes to the top now. He's looking for that spinal tap. He's got it. AJ hit the spinal tap, and he's going for a cover now. 1, 2, and Drew, 3. AJ Styles picks up a victory. What? Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, my God. Randy Orton is suspended. Is he here? Is he in the building tonight? There he is. RKO! Randy Orton just hit an RKO on AJ out of nowhere. He's not even supposed to be here. He's suspended. Get this guy out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get security out here. We'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know when he's going to do that. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back. AJ Lee welcomes us back here tonight in St. Petersburg as we get ready to head into the last match of the first round of the women's tournament. AJ Lee, the returning AJ Lee, I should say, recently came back at the aid of her friend Ruby Riott against the Bellas. And AJ Lee, this will be the first time really we get to see her in one-on-one action since her return to the WWE. She's definitely a crowd favorite here. Earlier tonight, Ember Moon was able to pick up a very dominating victory over Natalya to move into the second round. So now we have Carmella against Ember Moon next week. And the winner of tonight's match will be taking on Nikki Bella next week as well. So Mickie James gets her chance to come out and knock AJ Lee off here and stop the momentum of her return. And Mickey's friend Natalya, like I said earlier tonight, she got cut off by Ember Moon in a pretty convincing fashion. Ember she has to hit that Eclipse, and once she does, that's it. I mean, no pun intended, but it's night time after that. She hits that Eclipse, you are definitely going to sleep, that's for sure. But the same can be said of Mickie James. She hits that Mick kick on AJ. That could be, I mean, it could be a quick match. She just hits that big roundhouse Mick kick. She can't do it when she's laying on the ground, though. AJ's already got her down. Looks like she's working on the arms. And AJ Lee, we all know she's well-versed in submissions, kicks, and looks like she had her focus on the arm of Mickie James there, which could serve her well later on in the match. She goes to that Black Widow stretch. It looks like she's stomping that arm. That's definitely what she's got in mind here. Mickie James got to get up and get going here. I mean, I'd be surprised to see another quick match like earlier. That was Ember Moon. I'm kind of shocked. Again, I'm not shocked that Ember Moon beat Natalya. You know, that's a pretty even match. I'm just shocked in the fashion that she won. A very, very fast match. AJ's really focusing on those arms of Mickie tonight. Another one. Again, that sets up a variety of ways to beat your opponent if you can weaken their arms. Number one, like I said, it weakens their arms. So if you can get them in an arm bar or something like that, you're more likely to get a tap out victory here. But AJ's all over Mickie James. But number two, if your opponent doesn't have arms, I mean, how are they going to even lift you up or do anything? It takes out 75% of their arsenal at least. AJ's got a good chokehold on Mickie here out of nowhere, guillotine choke. She just jumped up and grabbed Mickie, and Mickey's in trouble. AJ lets go. And this has been all AJ Lee so far. She is putting Mickie James out to the pasture. Holy cow. She might be looking to injure her. AJ, she also could be looking, what is this? Hurricane into the Black Widow. AJ's got the Black Widow. And that's it. And another quick victory here tonight. Natalya and Mickie James both embarrassed tonight. AJ Lee, just like that, you blinked and you missed it there. Lightning struck and the match was over. What an impressive return from AJ Lee. And again, she's got to be a heavy, heavy favorite to win this tournament. And a lot of people, including myself, would pay money to see AJ Lee take on Alexa Bliss for that title, that's for sure. We'll see if she can pull it together and get another win next week over Nikki Bella. And if she does, she'll be in that final against either Carmella or Ember Moon. AJ Lee returns with a world full of momentum, that's for sure. And there you see the updated bracket again. Carmella and Ember Moon will be taking on each other next week. And AJ Lee gets her old rival Nikki Bella. And those, again, I'm looking at that and I'm seeing two good matches. Very surprised by the quickness of both matches here tonight, but hey, it is what it is. You never know. And wait a minute, we got Nikki Bella out here, and AJ not too happy with the presence of Nikki Bella. Again, these two will meet next week, and I can't wait for that match. AJ Lee calling her down here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.